Hey guys, Dan and Leslie again from Addicted to the Mouse. Today we're talking about the 12 things you must know in order to get the best value from the Disney dining plan.
Before we dive into that, we publish our podcast twice a week on Sundays and Wednesdays over at Addicted to the Mouse. You can find us at all the places that have podcasts. So iTunes, Spotify, all of those places.
Stitcher, yeah.
And then we, on this channel, not only publish our family vlog vacation videos, but then we are also doing our financial independence to travel videos and informative Disney videos. So please like and subscribe if you like what you see.
Okay, so the Disney dining plan, what is it?
All right, so there are now 4 different dining plans that you can get.
This is new, they just added one.
Yes, so you can get the quick service plan, which has 2 quick service meals, 2 snacks per person per night of your resort vacation. And then all of the dining plans come with a refillable mug per person. Then you have your regular Disney dining plan, which has 1 table service, 1 quick service, and 2 snacks per person per night of the vacation. And then you have what the new one is called the Disney Dining Plan Plus. I'll say that 5 times fast. But this one has 2 meals and 2 snacks per night of the vacation. So how that's different than the Disney dining plan, the regular Disney dining plan, is that instead of differentiating between 1 table service and 1 quick service, with this Disney Dining Plan Plus, you can use those credits for either. So there's sometimes when you want to book more table service credits than you actually have with the regular Disney dining plan, but maybe not enough to bump up to the deluxe dining plan, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. And so then it doesn't, you have to figure out how much it's worth it to pay out of pocket versus, bumping up to that next level and having all that extra food. And so then finally, the deluxe dining plan, that is 3 meals and 2 snacks per person per night of your vacation.
So a couple of things about these tiers before we get to the 12 things that you must know. Number 1, you have to, if you're going to do that Disney Plus option, Disney Dining Plan Plus option, you have to use those for table service credits, or you're not going to save money. As soon as you start using those for quick service credits, you're better off just doing the Disney dining plan and probably paying out of pocket if you want an extra table service here and there.
I would say for the most part, but definitely if you're working with a travel agent, then they'll help you figure out exactly how much savings that you'll get and if that Disney Dining Plan Plus is going to be beneficial for your family.
The second thing is that Disney Deluxe Dining Plan, it comes with an appetizer and a dessert for everybody, so that is a lot of food. So if you can imagine 3 table service, so for us, 3 table service meals per day, all 4 of us were getting an appetizer, all 4 of us were getting an entree, and all 4 of us were getting the dessert. It is way a lot of food, and it's pretty pricey. Now, with all of that being said, you can save money this way. The Disney Dining Plan is just a way to prepay for your meals, and by doing so, Disney is giving you a little bit of a discount to prepay for your meals. So on one hand, it's good because everything is paid for. You don't have to worry about it, except for the tip, which we'll talk about here in a second. But it's paid for. So we go to Disney World, and we don't have to worry about, we're going to put another $1,500 or whatever it is on food on a credit card, because it's already paid for. It's great. But you want to make sure that you're getting value out of it, and that's what these tips are for. And yes, you can save money, but you just want to make sure you're doing it correctly.
Yes.
So let's do it. All right, tip number 1, book your dining first.
Yes, so if you know us at all, you know that we schedule our trips around food because we really like to eat. And so, and it's the thing that you can book first. So you can book Disney dining at 180 days in advance, and you think, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I want to eat tomorrow, much less 6 months from now. Well, you have to decide.
So before you choose a dining plan or even decide that you want a dining plan, look at all the options, see what's available to book, and then book those advanced dining reservations 6 months out. Once you do that, you can kind of back into getting the right dining plan for you. So the first few times that we went with the deluxe dining plan, what is the most expensive one. And it was way too much food. Had we made sure that we had booked the meals that we really, really wanted first, we would have known that we probably wouldn't have needed the deluxe dining plan and we could have saved some money.
I would say with one caveat, if you want to dine at Cinderella's Royal Table, that is the only dining reservation on a resort property that requires that you pay in advance. And if you have the dining plan already linked to your resort package, then you can secure it with the dining plan as opposed to paying out of pocket. And then you can always adjust your dining plan at that point to whichever tier that you want to be in.
Tip number 2, character meals are a fantastic value for point for table service credits.
For sure. This is one of the biggest bang for your bucks that you're gonna get on Disney property.
So most character meals are all you care to enjoy, buffet style, or maybe they'll bring as much food as you want to the table. Most character meals are also 1 table service credit. So that is a great use of a table service credit because any character meal, breakfast is generally cheaper than lunch and dinner, but any breakfast, lunch, or dinner character meal is going to be over $40 for an adult. So the one caveat is Cinderella's Royal Table is 2 table service credits. Now, that may not be the best value for that experience, but the rest of them, good to go.
Yeah, but I mean, who could beat dining in the castle, right? So...
It's true. It's a big draw. All right, tip number 3, get those specialty beverages.
Oh yeah, don't let those specialty beverages go to waste. Even if you only drink part of it, even if your kids only take a few sips of that milkshake, whatever it is, get the specialty beverage that's included with your dining plan meal.
So all table service and quick service credits come with a specialty beverage, and for adults that can be an alcoholic beverage. Now, if you choose to drink alcoholic beverages, that is a huge value because those things are $9, $12 depending on what you get. And so, like for us, if we want to have a glass of wine or whatever with a meal, that is saving between $18 and $24 versus just getting like a Diet Coke or something with the meal. So take full advantage of that if that's what you want to do.
And little tip, even get an alcoholic beverage with your breakfast, especially if you are dining at the resort quick service, because then you can put that beer or that wine in your fridge back in your hotel room and take your refillable mug and use that for your drink of the day.
Tip number 4, those refillable mugs are only good at the resort. So you are not going to get a huge value for this if you're spending all day, every day in the parks. Now, unless you do resort days where you are spending all day at the pool and you can have easy access to the quick service location at your resort, then you will definitely get some value out of that. But when you see that you get a free refillable mug with the dining plan, don't think that that's gonna save you a ton of money because it probably won't.
Yeah, that's true.
Tip number 5, you can use credits in any combination that you want, and they can be used up until midnight on the day that you check out. So you can use them anytime the day you're gonna check in and anytime the day that you're gonna check out. So you don't necessarily have to use all your credits when you're going to the park or those in-between days. And if you do get one of the dining plans that doesn't have 3 table service meals a day, again, we'll talk about those here in a second, you can use 2 table service meals one day and 3 quick service meals the next day, and then pay cash for one the next day. So you can interchange those things however you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a very common misconception that you can only use your dining plan in the parks. I get questions all the time asking if what they do on their day off, and you can still use your dining plan. There are hundreds of places to eat all over Disney World property.
Tip number 6, use those snack credits wisely.
And don't hoard them.
That's right. So every dining plan tier, there's 4 tiers. Every dining plan tier comes with 2 snack credits per person per day. So for our family of 4, that's 8 snack credits. So if we go for a week, that's 56 snack credits. And it's a lot of snack credits.
It is, but I tell you that if it's your first time and you're going and you have all these snack credits, even though you have so many, you think, oh, but what if I don't want to run out? You won't run out.
You won't run out. You'll end up the last day trying to buy a ton of candy bags that each cost a snack credit just so you can use up your credits. But a good tip for that is to make sure that you're getting the best value for your snack credits. Look at the cash price for whatever snack you're buying with your snack credit and make sure it's over $5. So a horrible use of a snack credit is like a Dasani bottle of water. Don't do that. Get like the funnel cake that's $8.50 or $9. That's a good use.
Now I'll say every once in a while, if our youngest wants like a chocolate milk or something, which is only a few dollars, then of course like we'll use a snack credit for that. But predominantly try to use those snack credits on something that costs more than $5.
Tip number 7. Make a meal out of the snacks.
Oh yeah, there are lots of really amazing snacks that can be a meal just in and of itself. I mean, things off the top of my head over at Yak and Yeti, local food cafes, you can get a chicken fried rice that's like a huge portion that's a snack credit.
Yeah, and if you're going at any time that Epcot has a festival, which is most of the year nowadays, you can use your snack credits for small portions of actual meals. So, I mean, think shrimp, steak, just small portions. And you'd normally be paying $6, $7, $8 per portion if you're paying cash, but they're all snack credits. So you can go and like we will buy a ton of those. Like we went in Food and Wine and it was our dinner for a couple of nights.
Yeah, and all of us got, 1 or 2 bites out of it each one, and so it was great.
Tip number 8 is use mobile ordering.
Oh, this is gonna save your life. I mean, this mobile ordering thing is a game changer. If you're not using it already, you need to start.
Yeah, it's really, really great. You open up the My Disney Experience app, and then you can see what restaurants, they're all quick service restaurants, but what restaurants take mobile ordering. And instead of going to the counter to order and stand in that long line and then wait, you can order like as you're walking to the restaurant and you just click a button that says, I am here, and it charges your dining plan right there in the app, and you just walk right up and they call your number and you take your food and walk away. It's excellent.
And you almost feel like a VIP walking past all those people standing in line.
Tip number 9 is remember that the tip is not included.
Yes, so don't stiff your waiter. They work really hard at all of the table service restaurants. Definitely remember to leave them a tip. Sometimes the receipt that prints out for your Disney dining plan doesn't have a place. It doesn't like prompt you to leave a tip. So keep that in mind that you definitely do want to tip your waiter. Yeah,
and it is a little counterintuitive. You're trying to get the most value for a table service credit from the dining plan, but keep in mind that the cash price will be on the receipt. So if you tip 20%, that's just adding to that figure. So if you do opt for the very expensive steak, just remember a 20% tip on top of that, you're going to have to pay cash for.
Yeah.
Tip number 10 is Disney is now tracking the difference between adult quick service meals and child quick service meals. So this used to not be the case. When we would do the dining plan for years and years, up to through the last trip last October that we went, we could actually, like I could go to a quick service location, just me, or mobile order, and just put in all adult meals, and the kids would just eat whatever they wanted to, and we could eat some of it if we wanted to, but then we could also get adult beverages, 4 of them, since there's 4 of us, and then we would drink the 2 adult beverages each, and then just buy like a Powerade or something for our kids. So instead of, so we'd spend like the $3 on a Powerade, and then we'd get like a $12 drink or a $9 beer or whatever it was. So that was a way to really maximize the value of those, but now, not so much.
Disney caught on.
Tip number 11 is to check all avenues for discounts prior to deciding that the dining plan is the best value for you.
Yeah, so if you're an annual pass holder or a DVC member, you can often get discounts at restaurants, or you can purchase what's called a Tables in Wonderland card, and that will provide a significant savings across many of the restaurants on Disney World property.
And then the final tip, tip number 12, is to never, ever, 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 ever leave a credit on the table. You have to use all your credits the first time, and Disney is banking on this, the first time that you don't use one of your table service credits, you have not saved money at all.
Yeah, so we will even just go into a quick service location on our last day or so and just grab one quick service meal, and all of us will share like a hamburger or something, just so we manage to use every single last credit. All right, so for your next Disney destination vacation, I am a travel agent that specializes in Disney vacations as well as Universal, cruise lines, all-inclusives, European trips, and so please, I would love to help you out. You can reach me over at Fairy Tale Journeys by Leslie Lowry on Facebook, or you can always follow us over at addictedtothemouse.com, and there is a big blue button there that says to click for a no-obligation quote.
So there you have it. Those are the 12 things that you must know to be able to save money using whichever tier of the Disney dining plan you want. If you do these things, you will definitely save money, but only if you do all of these things. So thanks so much for watching. Again, if you like what you see, hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications.
All right, thanks. Until next time.